Episode 1 opens with Dalah standing among flowers, staring at a dead man wearing a ring with an X shaped cut on his face. It turns out the dead man is a prime ministerial candidate. In a flashback, he's seen giving a speech about feminism being at the core of his campaign. He dismisses trendy buzzwords like gender diversity and rallies the crowd into chanting, "We are feminists." Meanwhile, Dalah is working on a flower arrangement at a hotel when Sarath, a staff member, playfully calls her out for rearranging the hotel's flowers without asking. She shrugs it off, saying the angle was bothering her, and casually tucks a flower into his pocket. When he looks it up, he realizes it symbolizes a love confession. Dala teases him, saying Thai men always assume too much, and Sarath jokes that he's just trying to decode her message. Outside Om's house, protesters chant against the demolition of Yuatepa Square to make way for a mall. Om's uncle Ekasit steps outside to address the crowd, but tensions rise when an angry protester reminds him that someone once took their own life because of the family's greed. Later, Ekasit complains about always having to clean up Om's messes, but his family reassures him that the new mall will benefit them all. His mother defends Om, saying he knows what he's doing and that his future wife Risa will be a great influence on him. Dala then interrupts their gathering, introducing herself as the floral designer for Om and Risa's wedding. She informs them that the large tulips won't arrive on time, suggesting they adjust the flower arrangement. While Ikapop, Om's father, is indifferent, Prapa throws a fit, insisting that imported tulips are a must. Natha suggests using Thai tulips as an alternative, but Prapa refuses, claiming they're low class because they were never a form of currency like Dutch tulips. The debate continues until Chris, Om's cousin, questions why they're even making a big deal out of it. Om and Risa arrive at the hotel, and when Om hears about the tulip issue, he suggests cutting down on the number of roses to balance it out. He frames it as a gesture of respect toward Risa's family, which she appreciates. She then reveals that she and Dala were classmates in the US, surprising Om. Ekapop explains that he chose Dala because her design philosophy aligns with their family motto: the whole is more important than the parts. Prapa, still unimpressed, demands proof that Dala's studio is reputable, while Ikasit, growing impatient, suggests dismissing her so they can discuss the Uwethepa Square situation in private. However, insists that Dala stay for dinner. Meanwhile, reporters discuss Om's rising popularity in the election, but also the backlash over his family's decision to demolish Uwethepa Square as part of the wedding dowry. During dinner, Ekasit tells the family about the earlier protest, claiming that the crowd had a gun. Pam, another relative, sarcastically suggests that since is about to be prime minister, he should be able to fix it. Proposes a compromise, building a mall that allows the current tenants to return after construction, giving them jobs within it. Risa briefly excuses herself to the bathroom where she throws up. Dala checks on her, sensing something might be wrong. Back at the table, the families watch a slideshow of and Risa's engagement photos. Ekasit, already drunk, toasts to both the groom-to-be and the future prime minister. Later, Ekasit and Ikapop's mother casually asks Dala about her background, wondering if her mother or father is Thai. Risa jumps in, mentioning that she met Dala's American father while studying abroad, calling him so cool. Suddenly, the power goes out, causing brief chaos. Accidentally cuts himself on a broken wine bottle, but the situation is quickly handled. As the night ends and the families prepare to leave, an old driver named Kuhn approaches Ekapop, hinting at a past connection. Is driving Risa, Pam, and Dala when Pam teases him about having a bachelor party, questioning whether it is a good look for a political candidate running on a feminist platform. Brushes it off, saying it is just a casual night out with friends. He even jokes that if he had something to hide, he wouldn't have taken the call on speaker. He playfully turns to Risa for backup, making a crude remark about pleasing women. Dalah takes the group to her flower studio to show and Risa the designs for their wedding. They are impressed, admiring the intricate arrangements. Risa mentions feeling cold, and Dalah explains that the flowers need the low temperature to stay fresh. She also shares how relieved she is when she told Ikapop that blue roses don't exist naturally and have to be genetically modified. Apparently, that's what convinced him to hire her. She knows how to solve problems. Looking at the arrangements, muses about how royal blue symbolizes aristocracy, just like his family. Pam asks to escort her to the bathroom. He hesitates but eventually follows her. Meanwhile, Ikapop and Prapa arrive at the studio. Dala welcomes them, and Ikapop makes a comment about her childhood dream, wondering if she always wanted to be surrounded by beautiful flowers like a princess in a magical garden. Dala corrects him, saying that while the flowers might look bright and colorful, they are in reality lifeless. Just then, Dala receives a cryptic text from saying, "Who are you really?" Before she can make sense of it, she hears Pam screaming as she is talking with Chris and Risa. At that moment, her phone rings. It is her father. She answers, telling him she made up her mind. She's going to do it. Fireworks explode in the night sky outside. Is still somewhere nearby, while Risa is seen crying. As the episode closes, Dala's voice narrates a poetic reflection on flowers, how their colors mesmerize, how they silently compete for space, each with its own strategy. Some delicate yet attention grabbing, others strong but unassuming. Then the final shot, lying among the flowers in Dala's studio, a deep wound in his gut, dead.